Hello, we are going to cover the second part from the 11th question. In Hamlet, who among the following characters does not die? So, Horatio does not die. He is the confidant and friend of the main protagonist, that is Hamlet, Prince Hamlet himself, who tries to seek revenge from his uncle Claudius, who has actually murdered his father, Hamlet, in the pursuit of throne. And his uncle actually marries his mother, that is Gertrude. So yes, the friend does not die, whereas his wife, his Ophelia or girlfriend, you can say, she also dies. Next question: the green world. Sorry, who is the protagonist in the Jew of Malta? So it's a Barabbas, who is a greedy and wealthy person, and he is also revengeful. The Jew of Malta is written by Christopher Marlowe in 1589. And due to pursuit for his revenge, his daughter Abigail also expires or dies. Next, the green world in Midsummer's Night's Dream symbolizes rebirth and renewal. Uh, as forest is believed to bring renewal and rebirth. Moving ahead, 14th question: the senior lady who is satirized in The Way of the World by William Congreve is, it's Lady Wishfort, who is aunt of Millamant. And so there is a romance between Mirabelle and Millamant. Okay, so Lady Wishfort is the aunt there, and there are other characters also, such as Foible, who is servant of Lady Wishfort, and he helps Mirabelle in his plot. Next is John Dryden's All for Love is, it's a heroic tragedy. John Dryden, English poet, playwright, and literary critic, and he is one of the influential writers during Restoration period. Dryden was prominent figure in the literary sense because he was popular for his satire, and it is no different in case for All for Love. It is considered as heroic tragedy, which was written in 1677, and in fact it is believed that it is adaptation of Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra's work. So that much you have to remember. Okay. Richard Brinsley's Seridians, The School for Scandal, has its protagonist. So the character is Charles Surface, who is charming and carefree protagonist. And he is believed to be in love with Maria. He is gorgeous and honest despite his flaws. There are other characters also, just like Joseph Surface, Lady Sneerwell, Sir Peter Teazle, Lady Teazle, Maria, like I mentioned, Sir Oliver Surface, and Rowley. So you can read about that later on once we will encounter that. Next, the witty dialogue in The Importance of Being Earnest primarily serves to critic social norms. It criticizes the social norms, the importance of being earnest. Now, yes, The Importance of Being Earnest is written by Oscar Wilde, and it is believed to be one of the masterpiece because it uses themes such as satire. In fact, it uses humor, irony, and clever wordplay, as Oscar Wilde is popular for. And it criticizes the social status, identity, marriages, and morality. Therefore, it is considered as brilliant commentary. Moving ahead, The Birthday Party by Harold Pinter is best described as comedy of menace. Everybody should know this, that Harold Pinter is popular for absurd drama and threatening comedy, and there are several differences between all the four options which has been given there. Comedy of errors, it is light-hearted, fast-paced play, and there is mistaken identities, misunderstanding, and chaotic situation, but it mostly has happy endings. Then it comes to comedy of humors. It is type of comedy that satirizes the humor for dominant traits often exaggerating their flaws for comedic effect. Example is Ben Johnson's The Alchemist. So it is believed to be the comedy of humors, whereas comedy of manners, it is witty, but it criticizes the social norms, behavior, and conventions of particular class or society. So the importance of being earnest by Oscar Wilde. It is like in the previous question, whatever we had seen, that was comedy of manners. But comedy of menace, it combines humor with sense of uneasiness, tension, or threat. So that's how the Harold Pinter's birthday party is popular for. Harold Pinter, he is one of the modern writers, you can say, because he was born in 1930 and uh, he was there till 2008. Yes, and birthday party was written in 1957. Other works popular for Harold Pinter is The Caretaker, The Homecoming, Betrayal. And he has actually achieved or received numerous awards, including the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2005. So that much we have to remember, and yes, he's one of the great writers. Carol Churchill's Top Girls has, so it has both mix of historical and fictional female characters. Uh, yeah, moving ahead. The Crucible is an allegory for the historical event of, it is historical event for McCarthy trials. The Crucible is a play written by Arthur Miller in 1953, and it is set in Massachusetts in 1692. Although it has been written in 1953, but it talks about 1692. So there are series of hearings and trials conducted by the US government in 1950s, and it investigates alleged communist activity. Which critic commented about Pip's progress in Great Expectations as a snob progress? So it's Humphrey House. It's a literary critic commented on the Pip's progress in Great Expectation as snob's progress. So this phrase actually highlights Pip's journey from humble background to a life of wealth and social aspiration. And it criticizes the social mobility and snobbery of Victorian England. Yes, on which question? Yes, yes, this one. The epigraph of Thomas Hardy's Tess of the Abervilles is derived from. So it is derived from the Two Gentlemen of Verona. It is a romantic comedy about two friends, Valentine and Proteus, and their love interest. They explore themes such as love, friendship, and loyalty. And it is written by Thomas Hardy in 1891, like it has been mentioned in the question, but it doesn't mention the year. The story revolves around Tess Derbyfield, who is a young woman from a poor rural family, and she struggles with social class, morality, and love. The famous bee and spider allegory is depicted in, it is depicted in the Battle of the Books. The Battle of Books is, in fact, all the four books here. The Battle of the Books, Robinson Crusoe, Gulliver's Travels, A Tale of Tub, all of them has been written by Jonathan Swift. But this book, The Battle of the Book, is written in 1704. It is a satire essay that debates the merit of ancient versus modern learning, and it features this, that is Spider and the Bee. The phrase, that is Gulliver's Travel, everybody knows, it is written in 1726. It is a satire novel about Lemuel Gulliver's fantastical voyages to various islands, and various pictures have been, or various movies has been made based upon it. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and Adventures of Tom Sawyer are novels cast in the, yes. So both these books are, you can say, it depicts the Mark Twain's work, who was born in 1835, and he was American author, humorist, and social commentator. So it's a picaresque mode. The answer is picaresque mode. Sir Walt Scott wrote her characters are absolutely true to life and all her work as the perfection of miniature painting. Who is she? So it's Jane Austen. Uh, Jane Austen, she is an English novelist and she is known for her insightful and witty portrayals of life in English countryside. And her famous work includes Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, and Emma. So we have to remember those works of her. Talking about the other options which has been given, let's discuss them also. Yes, Frances Burney, English novelist and diarist. She is known for her works such as Evelina and Cecilia, whereas Maria Edgeworth, she is also Irish novelist and she is known for her works such as Castle Recurrent and Belinda. Mark Twain we seen last time. Mary Shelley, I don't know about her, so you can search about her later on. Next, John Ruskin's ornate prose style was followed by, so it was followed by Walter Pater. John Ruskin, English art critic, social thinker, and he is also philanthropist, known for his influential writings on art, architecture, as well as social issues. His works, popular works, Modern Painters and The Stones of Venice. Oscar Wilde, we already studied about him, importance of being earnest. George Eliot, actually, it's the pen name of Mary Ann Evans. She is also an English novelist, and her famous work includes Middlemarch and Silas Marner. Emily Bronte, English novelist, once again, popular for Wuthering Heights, and it has been asked in one of the papers. Walter Pater, English essayist, critic, and he is popular for the works such as The Renaissance and The Marius in the Epicurean. The Children of the Sea, published in USA, is alternatively titled. It is titled as The Nigger of Narcissus. Narcissus. Next, Women in Love is sequel to. Women in Love is actually a sequel to The Rainbow. Women in Love is written by D.H. Lawrence and written in 1920, whereas The Rainbow has been written in 1915. So it's just, you can say, sequel to that. D.H. Lawrence, he's an English novelist, poet, playwright, and he uses provocative explorations of human relationship, nature, and human condition. Talking about Women in Love, it's a novel follows the lives of Brangwen's sisters, Gudrun and Ursula, as they navigate love, relationship, and identity. The Rainbow, it's a novel about three generations of Brangwen family, exploring themes of love, relationships, and the human condition. So the Rainbow is about three generations of the family, which is followed by Women in Love, and then Sons and Lovers. It's different from both of these, and it talks about Paul Morrell. Uh, yes, The Plumbed Serpent. Again, another novel by the D.H. Lawrence and written in 1926. It is actually it explores themes such as culture, identity, and spirituality. And it talks about the story of English women's journey to Mexico. Which of the following novels is written by Doris Lessing? So, The Golden Notebook. It is semi-autobiographical novel that explores the themes or the lives of Anna Wolf, a writer, and her experiences with politics, love, and identity. Anna Wolf, you have to remember the name. The Four-Gated City. These have been written in 1960s. That is The Golden Notebook and the Four-Gated City. So these are the works of Doris Lessing. The Little Stranger. It is written in 2013 by Sarah Waters, and it is a gothic novel. Whereas the Doris Lessing is a British novelist, and again he uses provocative explorations of human relationship, politics, and human condition. And she was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2017. The Voyage of Captain Pepinella is based on Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travel. Identify the author. So it's Benjamin Disraeli, and he was actually a British politician, and at the same time he was a novelist, and his writings influenced politics, society, and culture. Talking about other options, Anthony Trollope, another English novelist, and he's talked about Barchester Towers and the Way We Live Now. Charles Reade is another English novelist known for his works like The Cloister and the Hearth. Edward Lytton is known for his works such as Paul Clifford and Eugene Aram. Disraeli's novel The Voice is satirical work, and it critiques the social and political climate of his time, and it draws inspiration from Gulliver's Travel. So the work of his is The Voice, the novel, which actually we are talking about. So that's it. We'll see in the next video.